another hot summer night in Pittsburgh. I find myself once again sitting on bus route 86, heading from East Liberty towards downtown. Exhausted, sweaty, dirty, and with a creeping but familiar sense of unfulfillment. I marvel at the beauty of the city lights as they playfully dance on the condensation on the tainted windows. And in each one, I see a fraction of a shattered memory. Each one displays just a small snippet, a piece of my life, one of those fragments of warmth, camaraderie, and love, overwhelmed by the beauty my life holds in only the most fleeting of moments. The thundering chaos of electric guitars, the singing and yelling, mostly yelling, an exciting first kiss, again and again, broken hearts, again, and again. I stare through my reflection while the flashing will-o-wisps of colors dance behind the image of a tired, worn-out ghost of myself. And I think about old times. Through the clamoring rush I wonder, is that burnt toast I smell? Or just the stale remnants of a greasy old split residing in my coat pocket? Each flash of each drop, each bright sparkle brings me bits and pieces of a very fractured memory. Once full of wild stories and experiences, memories of when my nights ended with being tired but satisfied, crammed in a van full of equally tired, sweaty bandmates, not always on our way home, but forever on our way to our next show, next adventure. It was during one of those moments when I felt that it is time. Time to just stop letting these memories flit around my head like fireworks fading into the dark. Time to stop just letting these memories drag me down deeper. Their dark tendrils of the eldritch demons, further reaching into the thick, suffocating darkness of my already depressed and defeated state. It is time for the story. In the state of New York, in the city of Manhattan, I found myself in a bit of a days-long drunken state. A very excited state, while taking in the sights of the Empire State. Placed by my own self in a very unique situation, I did not realize the rare times I was in. I did not realize that having the opportunity to be playing on that tiny, tiny stage would be so valuable to me much, much later. That same stage where such icons as the Ramones, Iggy Pop, Nick Cave, and so many, many others played their hearts out, poured out all their talent, their pain, their struggles, soaked with their sweat, their beer, their blood, and their tears. Their dreams, their anger, their hopes, and their danger. That small little stage and that itsy bitsy bar with super overpriced beer. It was on that tiny piece of geometry, just a foot or two high in CBGB's. I found myself as just a young punk, just like those that made the music I've come to love and has filled my heart and broken it again, again, and again. It all started at a small coffee shop just on the other side of the junior college I once attended to study philosophy, sociology, and music. A wide, three-story red brick monolith of education surrounded by gnarly old oak trees scattered upon a wide, grassy lawn. Looking just like a college out of a 1990s or 2000s horror movie. And was, in fact, in a view. The First Scream, The Birds, and a few others. Also near the high school. It was also near the high school I was expelled from a year prior for dropping a 40-ounce of Mickey's 3 days before graduation. This caused me to miss out on most of my finals, effectively dropping my GPA from a 3.6 to a 1.9. I was drinking too much back then because I did not know how to deal with a broken heart and the loss of one I loved who died in their sleep affected me greatly. It was 2 months into that philosophy class where I met a few people all the way out in Meade, California, up in the Sierra Mountains, who were also into the underground music I was just discovering. And starving for as much information as I could on that subject, I found my way into the circle. They introduced me to the first European punk band I ever saw live. And it was on that night in the Wow Hall in Eugene, Oregon. I decided someday I was going to be on that stage, playing my guitar,
playing my heart out.